IPO. It was recently put out within the last month. A lot of them IPOs been doing that bottom bounce thing because they still fresh. People don't know what they are.
Okay.
It just happened with that robotics security company.
Okay.
KSCS.
We live right now. We live right now. We're live right now. So so basically, I mean, the thing is, we were having a discussion about Facebook, where it's at and a bounce. Now, you hold the thesis that it's done. It's your grandpa's it's your grandpa's this and this and that. So yeah, what? Go ahead.
Okay, so let me give you my thesis. Here's my thesis. Facebook had the biggest drop in the history of the stock market, $230 billion in literally one day. Okay?
Right.
That's historic, but it's also an indication of a shift. And that shift is a generational shift. It happens in the social media world, right? We call it social media, but back then it was just called AOL. It was called MySpace. It was called email. It was called BlackBerry. It doesn't matter. The point is, once a generation sees that as, I don't mess with that, that's old school, I don't touch that, you got a bigger problem. Facebook is faced with that. That is what I'm saying. And that representation of that big drop is just a warning to make you see that it's real, so you don't ignore it and think you're getting a dip. Can Facebook come out this hole? They can. As long as the metaverse is a possibility, that can save them. But it's still going to take about 10 years before metaverse is a reality, and they still have to compete in that the same way they had to compete in social media. They're not ahead. You're right. They bought Instagram back in the day for $1 billion when nobody understood what Instagram was. Those days are over. People value everything at this point. They don't want to be the less left, so somebody find whatever. So what I would say to Facebook, if they want to fix the problem, they already said that their name is Meta, then go where the companies that people think Meta relates to. Roblox is out there, it's available. You lost more money than it would have cost you to buy it. Overpay for Roblox just like you overpaid for Instagram. It's really not going to be an overpay in 10 years. It'll be a great investment just like Instagram was. You were a cash cow for what? Over a decade. That's changed. So I'm saying, if you buying dips thinking that Facebook is going to bounce and go back up, I don't agree with it. That's all I'm saying.
All right. So we got your take. Basically, the stance that I take on this is, despite all of that, we still have the bigger picture of a company that firms, mutual funds, hedge funds believed in and still have large positions in. Okay, that they have not unwound. Yeah, sure, we're getting we're getting some people easing out and unwinding their positions, but guess what? It's still a company that's down $100 from where they were. They're down $200 billion market cap wise. So what I'm saying is, my prediction is, just according to what I'm looking at, technically, despite all of the other fundamental stuff, they're going to see value in Facebook right here. I don't like Facebook. I agree with you 100%. But from a pricing standpoint, Facebook is a value. It's a steal at these levels right here, because guess what? They sold off Netflix. All right. When we sold off Netflix
is still the leader, though. Netflix is still the leader.
I understand.
They can sell off Netflix. Netflix is making adjustments and changes. They sneaking into Hollywood. Hollywood doesn't see it. So you can't compare Netflix to Facebook. You cannot. No, sir.
Let me talk. I can compare them.
All right,
This is my perspective. When you see a company that has been loved at any price, at some price, there is a price. Everyone has a price. Everyone has a price. That's what I'm saying. Everyone has a price, and at these prices, Netflix at $351.46. Bill Ackman said, "This is when we're buying 3 million shares." They bought 3 million shares at 351, 350s, whatever. and then now we're at $400 today. We were at $460 a few days ago. So regardless of the fundamental changes, the headwinds, there are still some companies. This is your bull thesis. Let me finish. You're looking at subscribers. You're looking at daily users, active users. You're looking at money that's generated from people being on your platform and people seeing you as an attractive and as a practical way for entertainment. And these two companies are leaders in their spaces. They may not be number one per se in the public eyes. They are leaders in their spaces. That's why I see a Facebook as a buy, and I told you by next week it'll be over 260. You say it's going to be over 200, right? I just want to get this on record.
I'm closer to 200 than the 260.
No, you said under 200. So
close to the 200 before I can go 260.
Okay, what?
Close to the 200, but I feel it'll be under 200 by the end of next week.
By the end of next week, he feels it'll be under 200. I feel like it'll be over 260, 265. So.
All right, cool.
That's it. We'll check back in a week or two, and see what played out in the market.
Hey, you can check back in 2 weeks, but I'm gonna say you using a compare. Cause listen, I still believe in Netflix having a future. I see the changes that they're adjusting to do, and they got time to make those adjustments. They've already been working on that. What I don't see is I don't see where Facebook fit the issue. That the metaverse is too long off for them to impact it right away. It's just not there. That's all I'm saying. So when you say they're two leaders, I don't see Facebook as a leader in the social media world anymore. I don't see that.
I understand.
TikTok, dude, the man mentioned TikTok on the conference call like 10 times. Why would you mention your enemy 10 times on your conference call unless he was really truly a threat? Okay, all right. TikTok is number one in this space. TikTok is number one in this space of social media. We know it, and everybody knows it.
TikTok is not number one because they don't have the money to be number one. Facebook could buy TikTok. So at the end of the day, if I can buy you, you can't be number one in my space. That just don't make logical sense.
Okay. You can make as much logical sense as you want. That same TikTok that talk about is killing their business model.
Yeah.
That's that.
Yeah, I understand, but they can't be a leader. If I can buy you, you can't be a leader.
Look at it the right way. You can look at it with all that fundamental garbage foolishness.
No, you're fundamental. I'm technical, and that's why I'm telling you at these levels, which is technical, Facebook is a buy right now. So.
All right, it's cool, man. I'm with you. I'm just messing with you, man. We all good.
Yeah. All right. Well,
closer to 200. You say closer to 260. We'll see next week. We're coming back to this video, y'all. One of us is wrong.
You're absolutely right. All right. God bless.